Good morning and thanks for joining me. We're going to begin in a standing forward fold. Find a little gentle sway back and forth as you drop in if you'd like. Right away, start taking some deep breaths and turning inward. We're going to do today's practice with a little background noise, so try to stay focused, balanced, and grounded. If you'd like to take this time to set an intention for your practice, feel free to do so while we watch the Pittsburgh sun come up together this morning. Continue deepening the breath. Start to notice how you're feeling in your body today. Turning your awareness inward, focusing on the breath. Take a few more sways, a few more deep breaths here just to get grounded. And when you're mentally and physically ready, bring your hands to the mat and your knees down to all fours, and then we'll bring the big toes into touch. Knees go wide for an extended child's pose. Send the hips back. Forehead melts to the earth. Take another cycle of breath, and when you're ready, bring your awareness to your fingertips, and we will gently, mindfully walk them off to the left side of your mat. Melt the head and heart down there. Staying grounded, centering on the breath, continuing to deepen the breath. Take one more cycle of breath or two, and then bring your awareness back to the fingertips to walk back through center, and we'll do the same thing on the right, melting the head and heart down. Continue deepening your focus and your internal awareness, blocking out any distractions, and staying present in the body. Take one more deep breath and then walk the fingertips back through center. When you get there, we'll lift the right hand, slide it under the left, palm facing the sky or ceiling. Melt your head back down to the mat. You can also come to the right ear if that's more comfortable for you. Maybe walk the left fingertips a little bit further, getting that big upper back stretch. Stay grounded through the hips. Let your body know that it's okay to relax. Continue deepening the breath. When you're ready, draw that left palm in to unravel, and we will slowly switch side. Right arm goes up, left arm goes under, forehead to the mat. When you feel good about it, draw that right palm under the right shoulder to gently unravel. And we'll just come up onto the knees for a moment. Palms come together at the heart. Take a second just to notice how you feel. Continue connecting with the breath. Open up the palms when you're ready and find some gentle neck rotations or upward and downward movement, whatever feels good. Maybe take a little half circle, a little crescent moon shape, tucking the chin toward the chest, stretching through the back of the neck and the traps. Moving with the breath, moving mindfully, remembering your intention. Take a couple more crescent moons or cycles of breath. And when you're ready, we'll open up the arms left to right, nice and wide, reach all the way back, and then bringing them together, one under the other. Take a bind, eagle arms, lift up on your inhale, and on your exhale, melt down, relax the head and neck, deepen the breath. Take one more deep inhale, one more big exhale, and then slowly curl up. We'll do the same thing with the opposite arm on top. Open wide, switch arms, find your bind. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, curl inward. Relax the head and neck. Feel that big expansion on your inhales, that nice elongation through the spine, relaxing into that, breathing deep. Then we'll slowly curl back up to sitting, unravel the arms, open up wide one more time, and find a little torso twist on the left, using your right hand to brace you, left hand to balance behind you. Nice and open through the chest. Breathe deep. And then same thing on the other side. We'll bring it back through center. Left hand comes to the outside of right knee. Right hand behind you. Sit up, lift, and twist. Nice and open through the chest. Check out that beautiful sunrise. Bring it back through center. When you're ready, walk the hands forward onto all fours. And then walk the hands out a little bit further, melting the head and heart down to the mat. Engage your lower abdominals, protecting the low back. This is your puppy posture, puppy pose. Take a few more cycles of breath, and when you're ready, only when you're ready, you can lift the gaze and we will come up to all fours for a little cat-cow. So take your time getting there, palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, abdominal wall comes in to meet the back body, pressing away from your mat. Sync up with the breath. Inhale, open up through the chest, look up. Exhale, press away from your yoga mat. Find what feels good for the spine here. finding some gentle morning movement to start your day, set you up for success. When you feel good about it, we'll move into one of my favorites. We're going to bump the hips to the right, look over the left shoulder, bump the hips to the left, look over the right shoulder, and we'll move through this a few times. So stretching through the outer hip, noticing what you feel. Next time you come back through center, balance on that left shin, kick that right heel up high. On your exhale, bring it in toward the chest. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, squeeze and lift, bring it in. Inhale, kick it up. Move through a few of these. Sync up with your breath. On your next inhale, as you kick up, squeeze and lift, keep it up. And then you're going to lift that left hand, try to grab that right foot, press up and away from the body, tiger pose. Find your balance, find your breath. And then slowly, gently, mindfully release. We'll do the same thing on the other side, kicking that left heel up high. Exhale, bring it in, squeeze and lift, sync up with your breath. When you're ready and only when you're ready, find that connection with the right hand and the left foot. Find your balance, find your focal point. Breathe deep. And when you're ready to come out, shift your gaze back to the mat and slowly, gently, with control, release back to tabletop. From tabletop, we'll lift the knees just to hover for a second. And send the hips up high and back for downward dog. Go ahead and pedal through the feet if it feels good. Take your time warming up here. Pedal through a couple more times or find stillness. Plant that left foot, kick that right leg up high, really lifting. Squeeze and lift. Bend that right knee, drop the heel toward the left shoulder. Opening up through that right hip and bring it back down. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Kick that left leg up high, really reaching. Bend that knee, drop it toward the right shoulder, opening up through that left hip. Come back to downward dog and we'll walk one foot at a time back up to your standing forward fold. Clasp opposite elbows and find that little sway if it feels good. Take your time here. Sync up with the breath. Release the hands when you're ready. And then we'll draw the fingertips across the front line of the body. Find that halfway lift, long spine, palms come together at the heart. Breathe deep. Relax everything back to the mat. This time we'll come all the way up to standing. Palms come together overhead. Slice it down the middle. Palms together at the heart. When you feel stable and grounded, we'll slide that left foot behind the right toward the right edge of the mat. Palms reach up toward the sky, really reaching as you grab that left wrist with the right and pull it up and over for that side bend. Feel a big stretch on the left side body. Maintain your focus and your balance as you gently, mindfully release. Come back through center. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Right foot comes to the left edge of the mat. Grab that right wrist, pull it all the way up and over for a big side body stretch on the right. Maintain that focus and balance as you slowly come back through center. Take your time. We'll melt it all the way down. And then halfway lift, one more time, flat back, palms come together at the heart. Release it all the way down, bend at the knees, palms lift as you come into your chair pose. Generous bend in the knees, drop the hips down to the mat, lift the feet, and open up the palms for your boat pose. Balancing here, feeling great about it. Melt it all the way down to the mat, coming to lie on your back. When you get there, bump the hips to the right, take that left heel to the bottom left corner of the mat, cross the right ankle over the left, and then use your left hand to grab that right wrist near the bottom left corner of the mat. So you're in kind of a crescent moon shape, another side body stretch, just the lying version. Give yourself a couple more deep inhales and exhales. Enjoy this. When you're ready, you can center yourself on the mat. Bump your hips to the left this time. Bring that right heel to the bottom right corner. Cross that left ankle over. Same thing on the other side. Give yourself this time to reflect on your intention for the practice and for your day as we start to cool down. And then when you feel good about it, we'll come back through center again. This time we're going to lift that right knee up and gently use that left hand on the outside of that knee to guide it toward the ground or the mat or the floor. Open up that right arm perpendicular to the body or bend to 90 degrees at the elbow, whatever makes you feel stable. Getting that nice torso twist and stretch through the right side glutes. Give it another cycle of breath or two, and then we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Take your time. Lifting up that left knee, centering yourself on the mat. Use that right hand. Draw that left knee down toward the earth. Breathe deep. If you're not already doing so, I invite you to close your eyes if it feels good, or maybe check out that beautiful river behind me. Take 1 or 2 more cycles of breath, and we will bring it all the way back through center. Center ourselves on the mat. Bring the soles of the feet in to touch. Open the knees wide. Right hand comes to the lower belly. Left hand comes to the heart. We'll just take a second here. I encourage you to give yourself this time just to meditate. Notice how you feel. If it feels right, I invite you to bring palms together to rest gently at the forehead or third eye. This video is going to continue to play for about another minute. I encourage you to stay for that and enjoy some quiet contemplation or meditation. But in case you have to go, I like to, as always, take this time to recognize that yoga is an ancient spiritual practice that many cultures value highly. So first and foremost, we respect and honor that. But for all of us, yoga is a community. I thank you so much for being part of my community today. I hope you got what you needed. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed this sunrise as I did. And I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.